Hello, my name is Yasmin Euphemia, aka Sugar.
And I'm Beverly. I am your UK Fluffy Chick, and we are the founder Sis-Stars of Support a Sis-Star Network, where we showcase all skills, talents, businesses of people in our communities and share with you our networking community. And this evening with us, we have DJ Sammee. Hi, DJ Sammee.
Hello,
Hey,
hello, DJ
hey,
Sammy.
hey. It's Sammee Skates in the house. Yes.
All right, DJ Sammee, who is AKA my cousin. Um,
Oh gosh, how
We've
much
had a-
family you one
My
have?
family big, man. My family big. So, yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself, DJ Sammee, and what you're here to showcase with us this evening. Yeah.
Hi, my name is DJ Sammee Skates, as a nickname, as they call me, because I do roller skating, believe it or not. And as
Oh,
roller skating happens to be the in thing at the moment, where to me, I used to roller skate to school as a child, hence why I've started this roller skating thing because absolutely wonderful way of a workout and learning something new, just like riding a bike. Once you learn to roller skate, we call it a lifetime skill. Once you learn to roller skate, you'll be able to roller skate in your later life too.
excellent. Oh, I'm excited. You never tell me, Beverly,
Mm-hmm.
that you
Well,
get roller skatering, and that's what I do. I roller skate.
well,
All
well,
right.
I went there once, but I didn't actually get on any skates. I just watched.
So you do roller skating when you say you do roller skating, what do you mean?
Right. I'll have you know, I am a level 2 fully qualified British Federation trained skating instructor.
Wow, I didn't even know something like that existed.
Exactly. Me never know either until we started this roller skating thing where we go into schools now, do it part of their PE lessons. And we have the biggest roller disco in Newham Leisure Centre, which is in East London, biggest floor space in the whole of London to skate in. Now, we've been there just before pandemic locked us down, over 10 years we've been
You
doing it there.
lie.
hmm So, as a result, we're very much established. Type in Google skating haven or roller skating, you will see us at the top of the list. Hence why people come to us. Yeah.
But I remember you used to do Hyde Park, something in Hyde Park.
Oh, yeah. Those are early days as well. So, my journey started off with roller skating to school. Roller skating died out for a few years and it came back in a big way. So a lot of people used to go to Hyde Park. I used to take my kids and go and venture down there as well on a Sunday. Then I started bringing my little sound system. I just put a little sound system together and started DJing in the park. So it started to grow really big. That was one of the top 5 places to visit in Hello Magazine to visit while you're in London. They said
Eh,
that all
eh.
the tourists knows that is a place to
Wow.
visit where all the skaters were on a Sunday. So that's where I was, set up my little sound system, dropped some tunes from back in the day. And all the kids, family used to come down with their picnics and it was happy times during the summer in them days. So then I was discovered by roller disco. The first one I went to was at Vauxhall. Um, no, it was at King's Cross as when it first
Oh,
started. It was called Bagley's. Yeah, Bagley's back in the day. And I went there, saw what they were doing. And I thought, you know what, let me find my skates again. And I found my skates and started skating again. Now they had 3 rooms of music where they played 3 different genres of music in each 3 rooms. And you could skate between each of the rooms. And it was absolutely wicked. Subsequently, that place closed down and they moved from there to Vauxhall, where they were called the Renaissance Rooms. And that's where I joined them as one of their DJs. I was probably there for about 5, 6 years, end up being head DJ, DJing for all the people that roller skating, and worked out that what they were actually doing was really good, but no children allowed. So none of the kids could actually come along. After various requests to management, said management, listen, children want to come and skate. You need to open it up for children. They said, no, 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 we're not having that. So I said, okay, leave it. Then we get idea. I thought, what? So weird. I could do this myself, because what they were doing there, it wasn't that brilliant in the sense of teaching people. So when I used to finish my set as a DJ, I used to go skating and people say, oh, can you show me how to do this? Do that certain move and that. And I was, well, people really want to learn to skate, but they didn't issue no tuition or helmets or pads or any safety gear whatsoever. And I thought, you know what, one day I could do this, and I could do this better than they could do it anyway. Subsequently, when they refused the children, I thought, you know what, I'm going to start my own little thing. So I had a little place down at London Bridge, under the arches at London Bridge, which I used to do on a Sunday afternoon for the kids skating and stuff, do little birthday parties, skating parties, and that took off really well. They found out about it and then turned around and said, well, listen, you cannot be doing this. This is a conflict of interest. I said, but you're not doing it. I'm not, interfering with your thing. And they said, no, you're not doing it. And if you persist in doing it, then we'll have to let you go. So with that said, they kicked me out, and that was it.
Wow.
Carried on my thing at London Bridge. And then basically that got knocked down because of the Olympics. And that's how we ended up at Newham Leisure Centre. So that's like the short version of what actually happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. So you were never at Camden Town, the electric room?
Yes. How you mean? Those are the early days where we used to skate to school. And in them days, there were about 10 of us that used to skate from Tottenham, because the place back in that day was Battersea Park. Everybody used to go to Battersea Park to go and skate. We used to skate from Tottenham to Battersea with some assistant by London Transport holding on the back of buses down Oxford Street just to get us there a bit quicker. But that was our regular Sunday trip, where we Battersea Park, Electric Ballroom, Roller Express. We were out there. That was it.
Oh, our paths must have crossed.
Of course, I've seen you. I used to see you. Now watch that.
he's saying something, but he ain't saying something.
What we dip on here, innit?
You know what? Expose a little secret them online, you come off the ear, you talk up the things, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, there's something you missed out on, Beverly. I mean, from Alexandra Palace.
I was there.
In the late 70s, right through. So I'm most
Pickett's Lock. Yeah, listen, if it was skating, we were there. You see what I'm saying? I was there. Yeah. We don't have no qualification in our reading and writing, but we can skate.
But I remember you used to skateboard as well. That's what I remember of you as a child. You were skateboarding champion. This one.
Yep, absolutely. That was like another big passion of mine back in the day as well. So
basically, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it well.
Yes.
That's what that sounds like, yeah. So roller skating is your thing now, to the extent that you've got the level 2 British Federation Training Institute qualification.
That's right. Yes. Well, as a black business, you cannot just rock up and say, I roller skate. They want to know that you have all of these qualifications. So when I did the qualification, I ended up about 10 certificates. So it's not just about roller skating, first aid, child safety, adult, the amount of things I've even forgotten about, really. But it's impressive when you go to these schools and you show them the things that you've got, them say, yes, all right then. Not that you need public liability insurance, but you've got all these other things that cover safeguarding adult children, the world of things that you need in order to do this now. Because as I say to my staff at the Newham Leisure Centre, when adults bring their children, mums and dad bring their children skating, they want to know that they're safe. Now at our place, you are offered helmets, wrist guards, elbow pads, knee pads, and skates free of charge when you come in. You pay your money, you get all of those things, but it's all about safety, and we encourage people to wear those helmets, wrist guards, elbow pads, and skates while they're skating. So much so, we've got one of the biggest safety records of people not hurting themselves in it. So yeah, it definitely works.
All I see within your skating sessions, you do, the time I went then had a look because I wasn't going to go on those skates, but I see you have the boot camp section, camp that you run. So people, so we're going to elaborate on your boot camp a little bit, what you do.
Right. Well, the boot camp thing was sort of, again, put together with me. We have to do like a little program in order to do this. So in the boot camp area, which we started at Newham, because again, it wasn't just about road. We had to teach people how to roller skate. It wasn't like us back in the day, Sugar, where you just put the skates on and rode down a hill. And if you survive, you had a good skate, right? Now we have to teach them right from the beginning, everything that we know. So I put together a program, which is 20 minutes or less. We teach them how to skate forward, how to stop. Should they fall over, get themselves back up and skating. And to me, the most important one, how to fall down. That is the biggest one. Everybody's fear is falling over and hurting themselves. We teach them how to fall down. And once they do that, they feel a lot more confident, because just like driving a car, if I put you inside a car you've never driven before, you don't know what anything is. You know where the steering wheel is and you know where the brake is. Those are the two things you need to understand when you get in the car and the accelerator. So we teach them that. Once they've learned that, you will see the confidence grow from that, because they can control it themselves now. In that sense, they can stop themselves and go forward and fall down if they need to safely. So we do that.
Okay, because I actually feel it's become very high tech. Recently, my daughter and I was in Manchester, and we spent half a day in a skating shop looking for some new stoppers that she wanted for her skates.
We've got skate shop online as well. So anything you need can get for you. We have everything. You've got a
skate shop?
Yes, dear.
All right. I think she's doing speed skating and she needed a different size stopper. And what is the name of the skate shop?
Right. So it is a distribution center, not actually a shop, but
I understand.
Yeah, it's Stateside Skates. But if you go to our website, skatinghaven.com, which is currently being rebuilt at the moment, but I can send you the link anyway. You can go to Stateside Skates and have a look at all the skates that they're actually doing on there. Yeah.
The only skates I've been on is them ones, them ones from back in the day that used to tie it onto your shoes, and the skates would only go forward, not backwards.
Yep, the Jacko skates.
That's as far as I
went.
Listen,
if you got a pair of them, trust me, they're worth money today. They're collector's items. Listen, you get money for them ones if you got a pair of them. Trust me, like today, all the way around.
All right, so where you're at now is that you've started teaching skating, and you've got this great stuff. You're being recognised, and you're at Newham Leisure. Are you anywhere else?
We've literally about a month ago started in Broadwater Farm as well. They saw what we were doing in East London and asked us to replicate what we're doing over in Broadwater. So we're there on a Monday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
Again, we provide everything: helmet, pads, skates, and these are more lessons than actual roller disco. So each week you'll learn something different. From beginners to more advanced sort of skating. So we do 2 hours of skating there. The first hour is more for the beginners. The second hour more for the intermediate to professional sort of skaters, really.
All right. So you're really teaching in Tottenham. So that means you actually have a roller disco in East London?
Yes.
Is it all roller disco, or is it teaching as well?
Teaching as well. So we do birthday parties, boot camp, and roller disco all in the same hall. So that's how big it
Sounds good.
is.
So now that you've got it all settled and you're out of the lockdown and you're growing,
Hmm.
where do you see yourself
Well, you know
in
what?
the future?
Even though Newham Leisure Centre is our home, and that's where we actually store all of our equipment. We've got about 300 pairs of skates and pads and our kind of stuff for roller skating. We need to have our own building because we can only have one day a week, which is a Sunday. We do 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on a Sunday, what we call family skate. And we encourage parents to join in with their children to skate because most parents used to do it back in the day. To the new children, it's all new to them. So the parents loved it back in the day, and we encourage them to do it again
Mhm.
with their children. I'm trying to get families to do stuff together as opposed to mama watching Coronation Street and the children watching it on the Xbox or whatever. You go out as a family, have like a couple of hours of skating, and trust me, it is definitely a workout, absolute workout. By the time you finish with that, you're just ready for bed. The kids, I mean, they're just absolutely shattered, which means they've had a really good workout. And this is, what we see as tackling the obese problem as well, where children are, they're not doing much.
Yeah, it's from
They,
being sedate. See, there's a
okay,
sedentary
yeah.
lifestyle. It's not even
Well,
to do with how much they eat or what they're eating, but just not
yeah,
being active.
active, exactly.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, as I say, we used to roller skate, skateboard out on street from morning as soon as the sun come up till it goes down, and we were
Mm.
skating all of them hours. Now you're lucky if you get a couple of hours doing anything. So
Yeah, and that's
yeah,
per week, not even
exactly.
daily. All right, so that sounds good. So, what area do you think you would look in
Well, we
for
definitely
your
need
own
our
place?
own place. We need our own place. Some of these other places, other roller discos are popping up all over the place, but I don't think I mean, they're dealing more with teenagers and adults. No one's catering for the children who are the next generation that are coming through right
Hmm.
now, and they're just concentrating on the adults and the teenagers. But as I say, we call it a family skate, so we're a totally different genre of people that we actually marketing ourselves to, and it's from 5-year olds and upwards. So we got some bad 4-year-olds that will put the adults to shame already. Do you know what I mean? They're bad, you know what I mean?
Excellent,
And they're
excellent.
coming in with their own moves. They watch what the adults have been doing, and they're
Hmm.
adapting it to their own little thing now as well. So watch out for the next generation of kids coming through on a pair of roller skates.
But what
Oh,
I enjoyed watching when I was there was when watching them in the boot camp, especially the kids in the boot camp, and they're
Hmm.
just learning the little movements, and then they're like figuring their little way around the
Hmm.
circuit, and then by
Yeah,
the end of it, they're there having doing the most, and I'm like, look at this
that's right.
man. Just a while ago,
Hmm.
you could just about stand up on skates and watch it trying to do a little zoom zoom. I'm like,
So,
it was so cute to
uh-huh.
watch.
well, that is why I actually do this because, in probably 20 years' time, they won't remember me, but they'll be able to roller skate. So that is my contribution to their little lifespan they have on this planet while they're here. What we call a lifetime skill, really.
Yeah.
Love it. And I love when they can't even stand up by the time, they just say, babe, by the time we finish with them, they can skate.
Mm,
And each week they're getting more and more confident. So this is
mm,
where our
Hmm.
skate shop comes in, because when the parents see that they're actually doing something they enjoy doing, then yeah, they'll spend that a little bit more money and buy the proper equipment and stuff for them. Because when we go into schools, a lot of the kids, they don't want to do football or basketball or something. A lot of the girls,
Hmm.
especially, I don't know what it is about girls. Girls love to roller skate more than the boys, but they'll do their skating and everything else, and they just seem to absolutely love it. And their parents come back and see them, because we do, at the end of 6 weeks, we have a parents' evening where they come in and see what their child have been doing. And some of the parents' mouths are just, oh my, I didn't even know she could stand up. She don't talk about it when she comes home. She just said, you know, she went skating.
She's too tired when she come home.
Yes, we'll tell you. But they're just shocked and see what their child has actually learned, you know, in the short space of time that they're doing it. Because once they can actually skate, we usually go in their gym, playtime comes, and then we allow them to go out into the playground with the rest of the kids as well. So
excellent. Yeah. Okay, so you're aiming more at the children, but then you still got the roller disco at the end of sessions, yeah?
Because that's the end goal, really, to be able to skate well enough to come to roller disco, come dance to some tunes on skates, because, you know, or candy and other kind of moves that. Yeah, exactly. Great. You can do it on foot, but do it on a pair of roller skates, then that would impress me. Because doing that, the amount of moves you have to do, and remember, you're not on foot now, you're on wheels, so the wheels can go anywhere. But that shows how much control you have over your skates. You can let the skates do. Yeah.
So you're gonna see me regardless of where I live, I think.
Yeah,
should be hanging off the back of a bus on the
on the A13.
Exactly. Right. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about
the roller skating? No, I mean, it's just going from strength to strength. I mean, there are a few companies that just start up and they do block bookings of lessons or such, like 100 and something pounds per lesson. But I don't understand why they're charging so much, because it's not that much to do it. And there's a lot of companies like yourself that, as I say, are starting up, taking advantage of the roller skating thing. I mean, you've got a lot of really good skaters, but then they can't teach you, or they haven't got the patience to teach you. And that's the difference. That was what I found was happening in Hyde Park. If you couldn't skate as good as them or better, they weren't interested in teaching you nothing. They were just out to show off what they can actually do. So places like Victoria Park and stuff like that, you know, they'll get your little cliques together, and then you'll go out and practice what you're practicing. But yeah, a lot of people are signing up with these people to learn to roller skate, and a lot of them are coming back despondent because, again, these people, again, you pay your money up front to do these lessons, and you're not getting what you're getting, and you can't get your money back. It's gone.
No. I want to take this opportunity to say, well done, you.
Yay. Long time coming, found my destiny. That's what I'm supposed to be doing.
From time. But yeah, there's a time for everything. And like I said, as you know, I was a roller skating person. I say was, and when I think about it, me and my other half, we went to Southend recently, like in the last, and we were the only two adults on it. But we had to relive our youth.
Well, you know what? Have you still got skates though?
Yeah. Yes, but no. They've just a month ago we realized that they're starting to disintegrate. The boots are
the plastic, cracks.
Yeah.
And stuff. But that's the way skates were built back then. Everybody went for Bauer. But there's other companies now that are doing just as good or even better than Bauer. Some of the boots are actually carbon fiber boots, which means they're very strong but very light. Some of the boots, but what I was going to say is some of the boots now, the technology's gone on so far that if you're a size 6, you can actually put the whole boot inside an oven, and it will shrink to the size of your foot. So it's perfectly fitting your foot. Custom made for your school.
Hold up. I just had a visual. Yes. I know that's not how you do it, but I just had a visual of somebody put the boot on and then put their foot in the oven.
No. You take the boot and you put it in the oven. I mean, take the wheels off and everything. So just the basic boot, and put it in the oven. The boot will start get warm and it'll start getting flexy. And then take it out. At that point, you take it out, put your foot in it, or put a pair of socks in it and put your foot in it and let it cool around your foot. It will shape itself to your foot.
Oh.
And it will stay like that. You see your fears?
Yeah, don't bother with her. Like, it's like sometimes I wonder where her mind goes.
Don't worry.
I
She's
cracked
still on the
myself up. I just
medication.
saw somebody put their foot in the oven. That's all I just saw. But sorry, that makes sense. Okay.
It's well done.
Right. Well, I may well be getting a new pair anyway.
Let me know. I'll advise you. That's all I do. Advise on what you need. The wheels, indoor or outdoor wheels, depending where you're skating, what you're actually going to be using it for. Because if you're indoors, then it's a different kind of skate to the ones that you use outdoors. But in America, I mean, we're spoiled over here. They if you ever see some of the skates that they build, they put slippers or trainers on top of the skate and skating around. You know what I mean? Whatever works. Crocodile skin shoes, Mrs. Stilettos. Hello, stilettos on the wheels now.
Wow.
People are skating around in. So, it's like anything goes, really. Black people already have to take it to the next level. So
next level, yeah.
That's right. So, yeah. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing right now.
Okay.
And during the summer, there's a lot of things going out where a lot of local authorities are putting on roller skating rinks outdoors where people can come and roller skate.
Okay, Beverly, have you got anything else you'd like to ask?
No, I think he's covered quite a bit there. We've assessed his beginning journey into roller skating, where he's at with it now. I take it in the long term, you'd like to have your own building where you'd be more flexy and do more than lots of days with the family activities. I take it.
Well, yeah, because we used to get schools that like take them on a coach and just go to roller skating. A lot of them come to Newham to come swimming. So why not come roller skating? Because we used to do it during the half terms as well. And we're just getting back into that. So half term coming up on the 7th of April, I think it is. Yeah, we'll be doing like a half term skate on the Friday, the Good Friday. So, we'll do that and hopefully we'll get back to our adult nights that we used to do. So the last Saturday of every month we do an adult night and it's usually a theme night. So we've had pajama parties where everybody come in a pajama, fancy dress, back to school uniforms, criminals and police and anything you can think of we've done down there. And they're just and these are big people coming out in all of these clothes. Well,
I know 2 of us that will be coming.
Yes, why not? Absolutely.
I'll come and watch. Yeah, I don't know about being on those skates.
No, you come and have
you're too
Freddie.
I can teach you to skate in 20 minutes, Miss Jacobs. So when you're ready, just me and you, 1-to-1.
Getting nervous now.
Yeah, I set you the challenge right there. See it there? Right there.
There you go. There's a challenge.
My family just be doing things.
That's right. Yes, the Jacobs in the house.
But no.
But also, let me just fling in this one. I do a DJ as well on a Wednesday, 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock, and I'm on a salsa station where we do.
Is that 2 in the morning? Yeah.
No, 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
But I'm playing all the old school soul stuff, so they do soul every day from 2 till 4, and some big day. We've got about over 50 DJs on the thing, but the few DJs that are on there play soul, which is like myself. I play all the soul stuff from back in the day that we used to skate to and listen to. Otherwise, it's salsa all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All right.
But
listen,
anyway,
I love you all. I love you all. Yes, I love you all.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
absolutely, because it's all about sharing and networking,
that's right,
growing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it's all positive vibes, man. We like this.
That's it. But thanks for joining us. It's been a
You're
pleasure
welcome.
hearing your journey, hearing your story, and watching the space. We'll be rolling in that space.
Thank you.
You'll be seeing you soon. Yeah.
All right then.
That's a wrap.
Take care,
That's a wrap.
people. Good
That's
night.
all right.
All right.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.